Today I'm showing 3 different ways that I conceal carry. The first way I'm going to show you is inside the waistband carry from behind the hip. There's a Glock 43X, holds 16 rounds. So it's pretty concealed. It's a pretty comfortable way to carry. It's not always my go-to way to carry, but it is a pretty surefire way to carry concealed and comfortable. So here we go. Let's see how I did. We got all our shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all in the A zone. I'm happy with those hits. I'm not really trying to shoot the tightest group right now. I'm just trying to demonstrate the draw and how I carry. So it's really a pretty easy draw. Be careful not to flag yourself when you reholster. It's just a Bravo concealment inside the waistband holster. Pretty comfortable way to carry. So the next way I'm going to demonstrate that I typically conceal carry is appendix, and that's right up here in front. I switched guns to a Glock 43, so it holds fewer rounds, but the handle and the grip is smaller, making it more concealed. It's not as comfortable as back here in the waistband, but it's more concealed. I always have everything up front and in control. And I don't have to worry about the handle becoming exposed when I bend over this way, or printing if I bend over when I'm inside the waistband back here. So this is the most concealed way to carry a gun, in my opinion, for me, when I don't want anybody to know I'm carrying a gun. So let's see how the draw looks. Let's see how we did. So I got all my shots in the A zone. I didn't throw anything outside the A zone. I'm happy with that. Just demonstrating that, and I can do these draws much faster with practice, getting them under a second. Right now I'm just demonstrating how it looks, how concealed it is, how easy it is to draw this gun. For me, I like a smaller gun when I appendix. But you can appendix a full-size gun up front. For me, it's normally a smaller gun. For me, it's a Glock 43, sometimes even a 42, which is a 380. But the 43 9mm with an aftermarket magazine can hold 10 rounds in the gun. Not as comfortable, because after, it can dig into your waist here, sometimes your leg or your stomach. But a gun doesn't always is the most comfortable thing to do to carry it, but it gives me comfort knowing I can protect myself and those around me or those that I love at all times. So the third way I'm going to demonstrate how I normally conceal carry is outside the waistband. For me, this is the least concealed option, but it's the most comfortable. It's not digging into my groin. It's not digging in or into my hip back here. It's more comfortable outside the waistband, but in my opinion, it's not as concealed. But it's still plenty concealed with a vest or a jacket on. A vest you can almost wear year round. It's great to wear a jacket in the winter. For me, it's a faster, smoother draw. I like to weight down the front pocket here. I got a surefire flashlight or some bullets or an extra magazine. I also have a full 20-round magazine here, but it allows me to carry a bigger gun sometimes more comfortably. Again, I'm a 43X. I got 16 rounds in the gun. I have a 20-round backup mag here. So it's a great way to still be concealed, but be more comfortable. Let's see what that draw looks like. Okay, let's see how we did. Looks like I threw one out left. I'm looking right into the sun, but still, I felt that trigger jerk. But I'm happy with the shots. I'm really here just demonstrating the way that I conceal carry guns. Again, this is a Glock 43X, outside the waistband. More comfortable, less concealed though. For me, it's the way I typically carry, going to church, the mall, the movie theater. But when I want deep, deep concealment, I'm gonna go appendix. And for me, the middle is inside the waistband. But those 3 options are really good ways to conceal carry. There's a bunch of other ways to conceal carry. In my opinion, though, there's nothing faster than having something on your belt or in your waistband, okay? We can draw fast from a fanny pack or a purse, but we have to practice those. For me, this is the surest way to always have your gun secured and knowing where it's at, and being a responsible gun owner, gun carrier, concealed carry person. The last thing I want to talk to you about today is the concealed carry class I'm teaching on Saturday, January 24th. You might ask yourself, why do I need to take the concealed carry class when Oklahoma is a constitutional carry state? There's still a whole lot of benefits in actually taking a concealed carry class and even getting your concealed carry card. But even if you don't decide to get your card, there's a lot of benefits in just taking the class, because you're still responsible for knowing the gun laws and when you're allowed to shoot somebody, when you're not. You're going to learn all that in the class. It's still up to you, the citizen, so it's not required to take the class, but it's a great idea to take the class. And I promise you, I'm going to teach you some things that you didn't know about the current gun laws. When you're allowed to shoot somebody, when you're not. And you're going to learn a lot about gun safety and how to shoot and how to conceal. I make it a very fun class, and you can take that information and teach your family members and your kids how to be safe with their guns and responsible gun owners. The other benefit to me of taking a concealed class is, as a law enforcement officer, and I know a lot of DAs and judges and people that have been on juries. And to me, I think if you're ever involved in a self-defense situation, from the cop to the district attorney to the judge to who might be on the jury, is going to look at you as a more responsible citizen if you have taken an 8-hour gun safety and received that certificate. Also, if you go through and get the card, you're allowed to carry to 38 other states. You can cross state lines with your firearm that don't have, those states that don't have constitutional carry. But it also shows police officers that, hey, you're the most law-abiding citizen there is, even more than the police. Concealed carry holders, automatically the cop knows you're not a felon because you wouldn't have that card. It'd get taken from you if you were a felon. So there's a lot of things to be gained still from taking a concealed carry class, even though it's not required, which I agree with constitutionally, but it's still a good idea to take the class. You're going to learn more than you thought possible in my class. I cover a lot of information, a lot of techniques, a lot of good stuff in that 8-hour class. So come see me Saturday, January 24th.